Over the past few years, the battlefield has changed dramatically. Once dominated by tanks, artillery, and large mechanized formations, modern warfare now increasingly revolves around something much smaller and far less expensive. A single first-person view drone costing only a fraction of a military vehicle can force an entire armored column to halt. In one recent engagement along the Ukrainian border, that new reality unfolded remarkably, offering a clear example of how technology and coordination are reshaping the battlefield. Before we go much further, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We bring you detailed military analysis, battlefield updates, and the latest developments in defense technology every week. The operation began when a reconnaissance drone identified a Russian mechanized column advancing toward the border. The formation reportedly consisted of armored vehicles carrying infantry, supported by self-propelled artillery positioned farther behind the front line. Instead of waiting for the assault to reach defensive positions, Ukrainian units immediately began monitoring the convoy from the air. Reconnaissance drones maintained visual contact while FPV drone teams prepared to strike as soon as suitable targets appeared. As the convoy continued moving, the first attacks disrupted its formation. Lead vehicles slowed, following vehicles were forced to adjust, and the assault gradually lost its coordination. Rather than advancing as a unified force, individual vehicles and infantry groups became separated, making them easier to track and engage. Every movement was observed from above, leaving very little opportunity for surprise. The attacking force then encountered anti-tank obstacles and fortified defensive positions that further restricted its mobility. Once several vehicles became disabled or trapped, the remaining elements struggled to maneuver around them. Instead of pressing forward together, the convoy stalled, creating additional opportunities for precision strikes from above. As armored vehicles came under attack, many soldiers abandoned their transports and attempted to hide in nearby tree lines, bushes, and abandoned structures. But leaving the vehicles did not end the danger. Thermal imaging drones were soon deployed to scan the surrounding terrain, allowing operators to search for heat signatures that remained invisible to the naked eye. What had once been effective concealment became much less reliable under continuous aerial surveillance. Attention then shifted beyond the frontline vehicles. Drone operators searched for motorcycles reportedly used during the assault before expanding their mission to locate the artillery providing fire support. After reconnaissance identified the self-propelled howitzer, a precision strike was launched to eliminate the system and reduce the attacking force's ability to continue coordinated operations. Perhaps the most remarkable aspect of the engagement was its speed. This encounter takes place across an exposed stretch of ground near the front line. A Russian soldier is caught in the open as a Ukrainian drone rapidly closes in from behind. He sprints for only a few moments before realizing there is nowhere left to run. Stopping abruptly, he raises his hands in what appears to be a desperate attempt to signal surrender or discourage the incoming drone. The aircraft never alters its path. Maintaining both speed and direction, it continues straight toward the target, illustrating how quickly a soldier can lose every available option once detected in open terrain. A short distance away, near a group of heavily damaged buildings, another Russian soldier notices an approaching Ukrainian drone and attempts to scare it off. He gestures toward it and tries to drive it away, but the effort has no effect. The drone remains locked on its course, steadily reducing the distance until the engagement is completed. The footage demonstrates just how few defensive options remain when an FPV drone has already reached close range. Another recording begins during what appears to be a routine surveillance flight. A Ukrainian drone observes a Russian soldier walking alone along a dirt road before he stops beneath a large roadside tree to rest. Sitting down, he turns his attention to his phone, seemingly unaware of what is happening above him. Throughout the entire pause, the drone maintains visual contact while gradually closing the distance. The soldier never appears to recognize the approaching threat until the final moments, by which time there is no realistic opportunity to relocate. Within only a few hours, a large mechanized assault had been brought to a halt. Military analysts have increasingly pointed to this growing imbalance between the relatively low cost of FPV drones and the enormous value of the equipment they can threaten. Modern armored vehicles remain powerful battlefield assets, but they now operate under the constant risk of detection and attack from inexpensive unmanned aircraft. This engagement also illustrates an important reality about drone warfare. Success is rarely the result of a single drone acting alone. Effective operations depend on an entire network of reconnaissance teams, intelligence analysts, communication specialists, and commanders who can rapidly process information and coordinate multiple assets simultaneously. It is this integration, not simply the drones themselves, that gives modern forces their greatest advantage. Another major lesson concerns logistics. Modern drone units are increasingly targeting supply routes, transport vehicles, communication systems, and artillery positions instead of focusing solely on frontline troops. Military planners have long understood that logistics serve as the foundation of every military operation. Without fuel, ammunition, transportation, and reliable communications, even the most capable combat units eventually lose their ability to sustain offensive operations. As conflicts continue to evolve, armed forces around the world are closely studying engagements like this one. Investments in drones, electronic warfare, counter-drone systems, and artificial intelligence continue to grow as militaries adapt to a battlefield where information and rapid decision-making are often just as important as traditional firepower. One thing has become increasingly clear: modern warfare is no longer defined solely by the size of an army or the number of armored vehicles it deploys. Victory increasingly depends on how effectively a force can gather information, coordinate its assets, and respond faster than its opponent. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.